Danganronpa.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Danganronpa. I'm Rezzo, and well, we're going to be facing the finale, I believe. It should be the final trial. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto,
You're early, Makoto.
listen.
Does that mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll all be here soon. And just like she said... Byakuya! Byakuya? They arrived, one after another. But they were all in the same state of shock. Hina? Hero. Silence. And it wasn't any normal silence. It was a deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial.
You called for me and so I appear!
Ah, I'm late!
I'm on fire!
Strong silent mass was so wonderful, so cool, so hot. My loins are ablaze.
Yes!
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
My sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and ship the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's what master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Where am I? No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy gust faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This final class trial is gonna be slattered in pitch black despair, climaximum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right, this is the final class trial. And this time, it'll be fair.
How strange.
What do you mean, this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Come on, Hina. Dang it. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
however,
Well, you know what it is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us about it all soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
so,
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Let's freaking do this. I started making my way toward the opening. Step after step toward that gaping maw. I'd resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend, deeper and deeper, deeper still. Deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper it fell. That was very deep. I closed my eyes and sight fell away. All sound, too, disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site? What do you think? Is it just a perfect background for deciding a person's fate? It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in a vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills,
Well,
kills!
let's begin! Do you want to save the data? Yeah, that's fine. I should be fine. Oh god. This is not gonna be fine though. The Mastermind stands exposed and must pay for their crimes. Now all that's left is the looming mystery of Hope Speak. Academy. Itself. That was really so. Anyway, I don't think we got any new skills since last time. We got like, jeez, a bunch of evidence. This is gonna be one hell of a trial. I'm not even sure I'll be able to fit it in one video, but I'll see if I can do it in this entire session. I think I'll have to. I don't think there's an option to save mid-trial. Let's do this.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule. So listen up! If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win! But if you can't, then I win! And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not! Bears never go back on their word!
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the Mastermind only one person? Don't bother. I already know the answer.
He sounds different.
You're all the Mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me!
Is that why everyone's so hyped up?
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
Are you kidding me, Hero? That's... really? I'm gonna have to review those.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Really?
Hey, you stole my line.
What? Come on.
You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it.
Tina.
I have evidence of my own.
Really?
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
Oh my god, you're all...
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Wait, the three of you? Let me just... that's not gonna help us. So I think the handbook was in there, but that doesn't help us. Let's see what my true bullets are. The three of them think that everyone around them is their enemy. There's no doubt this is a trap Monokuma set. He set it up so we would suspect each other.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Photo.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it.
Well, I'm gonna try to group
I
photo
have evidence of my own.
because I think that's what they're all like
What a
collaborating on.
coincidence. I too have
that
evidence
doesn't
to
work.
present. Evidence that proves everyone other
I'm
than
gonna go
me
with
has
the,
been working together.
What is it? The DVD.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense.
Alright, let's get ready.
How can the three of us each have that kind?
No, that's wrong.
Good, let's get these idiots straight out.
It's not just
straightened
you
out.
three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm the only one not in it.
Look at Sakura go. This is an awesome picture though. And Celeste just standing there at the side. I like it. Figured as much. In which case, well, we were fooled because there's always somebody taking a picture, isn't there?
Hero, you have a picture too, right?
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
It's not though. Leon. I'm sorry, I'm enjoying these. Byakuya and Genocide Jack. Mukuro. They all look so cool.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
Stop being an idiot.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The Mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap? A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Proof I need to reveal Monokuma's trap. Each photo has a certain something in common. There's a connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group photos, of course. And that person is the ones who got the photos.
Got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Yeah, let's. Nice. Oh, come
In
on, I
other
want to
words,
look.
Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Yeah, because they're all idiots like that.
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
But you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's digging at me? Maybe the fact that Junko is turned around in every one of them.
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time?
Like her face is...
It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. I already know what you're talking about, Makoto. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Miyaka's picture. Junko gets splashed in the face. Her face is invisible. Also, I'm gonna take some more time to view this. This is awesome. Celeste is just standing there again. Yeah, Junko is turning around to talk to Chihiro. Junko is turning around to talk to Celeste. And Junko's face got blocked out by Taka. There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something... Come on. Group photo.
Can you just forget about the photo already?
No, it's gotta be important.
Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
No, I think that actually happened.
So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Amnesia. Isn't it? Yep. I need an... I need an S, please. Like, an S would be phenomenal right now. Please. Thanks. Got it.
Now I understand. Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
You and your occult, man.
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
It's not. It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. No matter how much they refuse, and that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. Well, we got proof. Make your arguments. Control room, interview, DVD. That'll be good. That'll really be good.
You're saying we all
No.
got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory.
Oh,
Ever
yeah?
since I got to this school, I remember
Everything
No.
that's happened.
You don't.
No,
No,
that's
but-
wrong.
Liar.
But those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
Yeah, sure. During a trial.
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
You lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here!
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
Yeah. Let him
You
talk.
said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed, we only have one path in front of us.
Then, I really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
I don't imagine that was an accident.
This is all... making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
How could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, in a lighter way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, The one who killed Mukuro. The true mastermind. That's what we need to expose. Let's get at it.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Yeah.
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
Here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
does
okay.
make
I
me
think I
so
got this.
sure?
Are you really? Come on.
You're just making stuff up. There's no way the Mastermind is here.
Oh my god.
The Mastermind is probably 1,000,000 miles away.
A million miles.
Because Masterminds always lurk off in the background, right?
No, so... Well, if Akatoko said that, she's the one that's wrong. So I probably have to shoot that.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same. That much I.
When you... Is the mastermind...
Of course, they have to be here somewhere.
What makes
Yeah, I
you
think
so
we're gonna
sure?
shoot...
Exactly. You're just making
The Mastermind is probably 1,000,000.
Yeah, thought so.
No, it's wrong.
Tina's right, so...
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
what? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
Well, this thing again.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
You idiot, it can't be any of us. Monokuma's being controlled right now.
Well, it's not me.
I blame Makoto.
Come on.
What? Why me?
Cuz it's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Oh, I get it! The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
I'm gonna so punch you after this throw.
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
He's trying to pin it on us, dude.
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point.
Thank you.
Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Mm-hmm. Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been the other wound.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
No, we have her profile.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was
No.
the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
Mukuro was so ultimate, she didn't get a scratch on her.
You're wrong.
She denied me. Before I could even say anything.
Jeez, that's nothing to be so... What?
Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
Come on, now's no... If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? Alright, well we have evidence here. Group photo DVD profile, I think is what we need. Yeah, her profile.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier.
Yeah?
She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
No,
No, that's wrong.
she was unblemished.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
That is fucking amazing.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing.
You get off on everything, don't you?
Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Anyway,
What have you been up to,
so we can be
Akio?
sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
And that's important. Very important.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
Yeah, that's the other one who attacked me. I can't think of anyone else. The Mastermind.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true Mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the Mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
Kind of. No, there's no way Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face. To compare what we know about Mukuro to the masked attacker, it should be obvious. Profile again, or what are we using? Profile. I think it's gonna be her profile.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there is another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Yeah, her hands.
And what is this other part?
Her hand.
Is it the right hand? Or the left hand?
Oh.
Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
That's the right hand.
You never saw their face, so you
Well, let's
can't
get at
have...
it.
I'm telling you now, you're wrong. There's another part of the attack.
Oh? And is it the right hand?
It was. It was. Huh?
Shoot!
Wait.
You never saw their face, right?
Let me just look at the Monokuma file for a second. Huh? There you are. Well. What else do you have? Yeah,
So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
oh no, wait.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their
Oh,
face,
wait, do I
there
just
is
take
another
two
part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Yeah, take
Oh?
that
And
statement.
what is it the right hand or the left hand? Maybe the right foot.
I mean, it
Or
wasn't the left hand.
perhaps the left foot. Or could it be the hips?
It wasn't the hips. Alright, so I think I know what you need to do. I don't need to use the profile. I need
You
to
never
use...
saw their face.
So you can't have any idea.
I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro
Ikusaba.
You need that.
Even there's another part of the attack.
Oh? And is it the
right hand?
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Didn't need to use the profile, just their name.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh! No snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
Yeah, her hands have scars, don't they?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything. Yep, there we go. Kyoko was removing her gloves.
Your hands!
Not thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the Mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, Did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
Boom.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
You kinda killed her dad, so I think you're a little too late for that.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
No, they're not.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Yeah.
Then, she was being stored somewhere?
We know where.
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
There's only one place. I can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored. The biolab.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
The proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden. Well, the tarp, of course.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says Biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab.
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
Yeah, only 9 lights were turned on, and there's 6 of us here, so that means one other person is still alive. I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab could you be talking about?
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think? I'm talking about your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
Oh, it's trying to mess with our heads now. Yeah, stay on
So
top
what
now.
do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
You need to focus, Makoto, come on. Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. Only 9 lights were there, come on. Moment of truth. Alright. Yes, Monokuma. Nice.
Are you sure about this?
Okay, shoot those.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
I need bullets. I need bullets.
What? What do you
Jesus.
want?
What? Oh, God. I need to reload.
Are you sure about this?
Oh, God. I
Are
am messing
you
up.
sure about this?
No, need bullets. Need to
Are
reload
you
first.
sure about this? That's impossible!
Alright,
Are
good.
you
That's
sure
better.
about this?
A little bit better. Not good.
What? What do you want? Are you sure
Oh, no.
about this?
Come on.
That's impossible!
Jesus.
I'm not listening!
Let's do it. Come on. No, it wasn't that. That's bad. It was the biolights,
I'm
wasn't
not
it?
listening!
I need
That's
to-
impossible!
Oh, no, come on.
Are you sure
Activate our
about
thing.
this?
Alright, come on
I'm
now.
not listening!
Biolab lights, that's it.
This should prove it.
That's all I needed.
The inconsistency Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
That is not good. I forgot to reload, like, constantly.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue. And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
Oh my god. 9 lights doesn't make sense. The number of lights that should be on is 10.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why? That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right, that's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth and Hifumi was seventh. Celeste was eighth. Poor Celeste. Sakura was ninth. And victim number 10 was Mukuro. So them
10 people in all?
look like.
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
No.
I got it! The Mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
Also no.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
Uh-huh.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
When one person was apparently killed twice. The reason there are less bodies than murders, the explanation for more murders than victims, why is that? What would take it for that to make sense? The same person was killed twice.
I got it! What about if the same person was killed twice?
Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far, but one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And we know who.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on!
Oh, we're getting too close now.
Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Indeed.
Nothing's gonna become obvious. Because Kyoko's totally delusional.
Yeah. Sure. Alright. I think we need to file fatal injury here.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
Nah.
Junko Enoshima?
Yeah.
Leon
Come on.
Kuwata?
Oh, you bastard!
Chihiro Fujisaki? Mando Owada?
He puts the thing over it.
Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada? Celestia Lu... whatever?
Really? Come on, man.
Or maybe... Sakura Oga... No, there's no way anyone was murdered twice!
Oh, stop murder twice. What? We need
Who
this.
is this someone else? Was it Sayak Junko Enoshima?
No, that's right. Alright, so I need to take this last thing.
Who is this someone else? Was it Junko, Leon, Chihiro, Mando, Kiyotaka, Hifumi, Yamada, Celestia, Lu, or maybe... No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
I think I need that. I'm pointed at Junko. Yeah, there is.
Who
Good.
is this someone else? Was it Junko Enoshima?
No. I didn't want to do that.
Leon Kuwata?
Oh.
Chihiro
What else do I have?
Fujisaki? Mando Owada?
Dang it.
Kiyotaka Ishima Hifumi Celestia Lu, or maybe... No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
There is. Come on now.
Who is this someone else that
Right.
Mukuro was killed? Was it Junko Enoshima?
Dang it, he does it again.
Leon, Chihiro, Mando, Kiyotaki,
That is so
Fumi,
annoying.
Celestia, or maybe...
Just press like a second
There's
too much.
no way anyone was murdered
Alright, good.
twice!
Got that. Now, I gotta do this before I run out of time.
Who is this someone? Was it Sayaka, my Junko, Enoshima?
Yeah, there we go. That's what we needed.
No, that's wrong. Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered...
And the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
So let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9.
It also means Junko is still alive.
Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the Mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
Come on, put 1 and 2 together, please.
We already know the answer to that. It's
God.
Mukuro. She's still alive.
No.
She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died.
No.
So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be.
Wrong.
Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
Mukuro alive? The one that's still alive is Mukuro? But can we really believe that? No. We can't. Come on now. Alright. I'm going to guess here that Mukuro Ikusaba's profile will be the thing that we need.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Wasn't Mukuro?
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her.
It was her.
So the Mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Alright, so I think I just need to keep profile there.
The body.
I mean, I think. Yeah,
It wasn't Mukuro.
it was.
No, that's wrong.
Undeniably. Because the Fenrir is assumed too. Yeah, being an idiot.
No. The body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the Mastermind,
Come on.
then who's actually still alive?
Someone's made it look like they died. But they're actually still alive. There's only one person it could be. Select someone. It's Junko Enoshima.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
What now?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. but we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes.
That's Mukuro. Come on now.
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade.
And that was that. Exactly that.
But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
How'd you mention it? I gently placed my hand on Junko's mother's body. I touched her wrist to check her pulse, like to do moves and stuff, but she really is dead. There's no anything else to say. She was gone. I did check, absolutely, and I can say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
But we just confirmed that was Mukuro.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
No, come on! You just put one into the air, man.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
The injuries match. There should be no confusion here that is what happened. Even if that was Junko, she wouldn't have been alive. Come on now.
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud.
No, we have proof.
Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
No, the fingernails, come on. She was wearing fake fingernails, Makoto.
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way?
We have it. Come on,
Junko
Makoto.
absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
No.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
Yeah, because Mukuro is the one that died twice, as we already said.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
How could Junko survive? I checked her, she was dead, I'm sure of it. Yes, but still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko's not the one that died? It wasn't Junko, but someone else entirely? Maybe she's some sort of trick. Disguises. Wait, fuck. I don't actually know. Replace. Replacing? Alright, I'm gonna try. An R, please. Replacement something. No, need that. No? Hey, come on now. Replace. That's what we need.
Now I understand.
That was difficult for a moment. I was thinking disguise.
That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switch places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place.
Whoa. What is happening?
Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Why did you just freeze? Don't do that, please.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
No.
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
Probably before the killing game even started.
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
No, because we blamed something in the beginning that was Photoshop, but it wasn't. Because we saw a magazine of Junko, and we saw her face. She didn't have freckles. Yeah, Mukuro obviously has freckles.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There has to be some way. I need to figure out how to explain the switch at the beginning.
I got it! The two of them they had switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met is actually Mukuro all along?
Then we'd already met her?
I had, like, a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference. That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished. Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup in the very beginning?
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
And why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants, it doesn't matter, because I've already figured it out. He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. First time was during our latest investigation. Wait, what? Oh yeah. Hold on. Matters now is presented right evidence.
Shoot!
Oh, wait. Ouch. Sorry. Oh, that was it. During the investigation... What's that then? Wait, the DVD? Let me just... Yeah, it has to be the DVD. Because that's what he
I got
interrupted.
it! While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster, you made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
No, it wasn't a fluke. The Mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. That's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The Mastermind tried to cover up one other piece of evidence. I've got to reveal that. That's gotta be the photo. That's gotta be the photo. Ah, dang it. Alright, it's still the photo though.
What do you want? What do you want?
Are you sure about this?
You're getting all riled up! That's impossible!
Alright, now we need to make sure.
That's impossible!
The group photo.
This should prove it.
There we go.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Oh.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstance comes to all these pictures. Junko's face.
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face. It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the Mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything, right now.
There we go. It's finally time. What was the identity of the ultimate fashionista who I met in the main hall? That was Mukuro. That definitely was Mukuro. Do we have her face? Oh wait, is it this one then? Because I don't seem to have one that's just Mukuro, right? No, so it has to be that. Where did the Mastermind keep Mukuro's body? The bio lab. Yeah, there we go. That should be it. Yeah. The Mastermind attacked me with something. What was it? A knife. When the Mastermind attacked me, who was it that stopped him? Kyoko, of course. And I think we only have... Oh, there we go. After their surprise attack failed, the Mastermind fled to my room. Fled my room. That seems like... Oh, wait. Yeah, that seems like Kyoko's like interrupting something. However, Kyoko seems surprised in this one. I don't think she's gonna be... Huh. That's weird. I'll see if it's right. What did the Mastermind do with the mask after they took it off? They put it on the dead body. What was the condition of the dead body when I first found it in the garden? Like that. Then... Boom! Kyoko went flying, Toko went flying. We couldn't identify the mysterious body because it got blown up. That's pretty obvious. The only thing I can get wrong are those Kyoko ones.
You!
Because I think I messed this up.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the Mastermind, Junko, and Oshima. Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who proved to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school.
There we go.
So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true Mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko and Oshima! That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, What do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Ultimate Despair, Junko Enoshima. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
She used the word peasants. Thank you.
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
I'd say yes, but
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
this is the Mastermind? She's the real Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. Of course. What? Oh, before arriving at school then.
I got it! That's right! It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it!
But what? These magazines were also in the laundry room, weren't they?
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
I've seen around tons of magazines, blah blah blah.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
She's a totally different person now.
Totally.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over? Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain. For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called Mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the three atrocities: atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal, just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right! There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited. Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Come on, she's awesome.
And my sister, too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
That noble blood, though.
Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
I was beginning to miss Monokuma.
You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating!
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then, we'll have our victory!
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean... I got it! It must have something to do with our entrancing exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before.
More than one, I think.
All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Thinking back to what Monokuma told us, the memories that were stolen from us and what they must be related to. The motives Monokuma came up with, and
I got it! You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
the theme for the motive Monokuma gave us in the first murder. What? Love triangles. I mean, just, human connections, I guess.
I got it!
That's that word.
The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question! So, What was the theme for the second motive?
Second motive. Well, is Mondo's, right? Past, I guess.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
The theme for the third murder was... greed.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again! Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
The motive in the case of Sakura's death was... this betrayal, I guess.
I got it! In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see,
Why the mushrooms?
once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards. Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope. Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
Because we already knew too much. It was the reason we had to spend our life in the school. Because I guess we were hunted down by despair itself.
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right?
But what if there's nothing left to escape to?
The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Huh? Really? Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
Here we go. The outside world?
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
What the?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
I don't think it is.
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is insane.
That world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial!
Let's do this. Oh.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy, confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering? Nobody remembers.
No, you can't. I know you can't.
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko, Genocide Jack. The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her? No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
There you go. That really took nothing.
Da-da-da-da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer! Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
Duh.
I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the Mastermind.
I love her.
Oh, nice to meet you!
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Aye, aye! Roger, you got it, Captain!
Well, does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but... Of course it does!
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do!
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier?
Because it's genocide Jill.
I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know? Oh my god, she's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember, what is it?
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Just answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening, but it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
What?
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is... now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay, so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it. I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster. Either way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history! And as a result, in basically no time flat! The world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's all there is to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in there!
Well, it just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Moreau saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is the true tragedy!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other words, the world has ended. That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Calm down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous, I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Tagami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
Uh-oh.
I'm glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Oh god.
Correct! Well done, peasant!
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it! Even if you're wrong, eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I mean. Do you think that might be sick?
Anyway, like I was saying, Byakuya's entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Tagami name has perished.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would dare challenge us? The avatar of divine punishment? You must learn your place, peasant! You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny!
They couldn't possibly be gone! The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago!
Hold on! That doesn't make any sense!
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago! I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago!
Makoto, come on now.
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about that?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago? Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy 2 years ago.
Wait, what? 2 years ago? What is that?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God. So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right?
Yep.
What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us! Answer with all your heart and soul!
How are we supposed to answer?
She took those 2 years from us. Come on.
I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Still, we have to answer somehow. If we don't, everything ends right here. The memories that were stolen from us. If what Junko says is true, we first came here 2 years ago. The rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so. So the memories she took from us are alive at Hope's
I
Peak.
got it! If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine again?
We've lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
I don't remember the last 2 years of my life. That's not possible!
I want to think that too. I want to believe it. But that's nothing but our desire. I don't want to believe. I want it to be impossible. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. Make your arguments. Handbook.
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
Oh, wrong notebook? Yeah.
Shoot!
Yeah, I think I got the wrong notebook there. Let me just check. Yeah. I need the notebook, not the pocketbook.
I could never lose something like
We've been living here for 2? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
No, oh god, I thought I missed.
No, it's wrong! Hiro, there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the second floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
Wuzza, is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak. But somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hiro, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
Isn't it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here!
I love how she just changes.
Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
2 years of school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves! I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
Figure out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories come apart. Is she talking about the moment when we must have lost our memories? When I fainted.
I got it! The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day. When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on the desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey! 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course...
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but
by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school. That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep,
That's what they revealed. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together, and then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I love you all so much.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it! All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair! Our plan to bring despair to all mankind!
The ultimate despair? All mankind?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school. School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst! Everyone was enjoying themselves so much! You were all having the time of your lives!
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year. Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon. Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story.
Yeah, I'm going to end this part right here though, because it's already been 2 hours, and I can't really go over that. So, I'm going to see you back in a few seconds, and, well, in the next video. So leave a like if you like this, subscribe if you want to, and remember that the choice is yours. Bye-bye, everyone.